Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know wherever you are, but hello, hola, ni hao, annyeonghaseyo, and welcome to my channel. My name is Poppy Day, and I hope this video finds you well. Before I get into the topic for today, I just want to say thank you so much for checking out my channel. I really appreciate your support for my channel. Now, onto the video. So, what is SARS? So, SARS is not the virus from 2003, 2004, back in the early 2000s. No, it's not that virus. This particular SARS is a special anti-robbery squad that is part of the Nigerian police force. Um, I know, it's kind of funny that Nigeria has a particular squad like this that deals with anti-robbery unit or just anti-robbery activities. Even though Nigeria has been known for literally robbing its country and itself of a better future by always having a corrupt system, a corrupt government in general. So it's kind of ironic, but that's besides the point. So SARS right now is being accused or has been allegedly accused of several acts of human rights violations, including illegal search and stop and search, illegal arrest and detention, and harassments of women and brutalizing many young Nigerians. The human rights abuses of SARS are seen in trending videos on social media, especially on Twitter and some of other platforms. So the this is where I'm guessing hashtag #EndSARS actually came from, was back in 2017. That's when the campaign actually took off, but it wasn't as heated as it is right now. Back in September, I think late September is when it started trending a little bit more with more heat on Twitter, with people sharing videos, sharing their experiences of how they've been affected by SARS in general. Hashtag #EndSARS actually started because they wanted to end police brutality in the country, just like Black Lives Matter is trying to do the same thing or accomplish the same goal here in the U.S. So yes, it is. It's similar to it because they just have police brutality in common, but in Nigeria there's more, I guess you can say, riots. People are just rioting, and even there's actually even more peaceful protests. So we can't really say, oh, one is better than the other, but yes, they're both very similar in that nature. I think there's the experiences, the individual experiences. People do say that it's worse than Black Lives Matter, but that's not. We're not trying to compare struggles here. They're both very bad either way, and each side should demand change from their end, and hopefully they will accomplish what they've set out for. I do know that SAW right now is or has currently ended on paper, right? It has been dismantled or suspended for now, but we do have another thing that just came up, which is hashtag and SWAT, which is obviously a general SWAT team that's being deployed to hold back the protesters from destroying the streets, even though that's not what they're actually doing. They're just peacefully protesting and just being loud and open and wanting to be heard by the government. But again, there's just like Black Lives Matter, there is a deployment of a force to go and stop them. So Black Lives Matter is not necessarily, I guess, less than SARS, or SARS is worse than Black Lives Matter. It's just their experiences are very different, and we shouldn't really be comparing those things. I've seen a lot of those on Twitter where people are like, Black Lives Matter should be thankful that they're not being shot in the face, just like people in Nigeria. That's a narrative and a mindset that you shouldn't have in general. Their experiences are different, but I've seen people get shot in the face in Nigeria, or just simply, getting stopped on the road for looking nice or having a smile on your face, which kind of defeats the purpose of the whole robbery thing, right? I mean, it means well to want to tackle robbery in the country in general, but to hire ex-criminals as your power people, it makes no sense. To have criminals control or try to protect, quote unquote, protect citizens. Now it's like people are being targeted just for living their normal lives, which I think it's kind of a jealousy from those people who are given the power to protect them. I think that's the number one mistake that the country made, was to deploy or hire ex-cons and whatnot to be part of this unit. I understand they wanted like manpower, people who looked tough or have been through a lot, but and no, it shouldn't have happened in the first place. And I think this has been around for so long. Like, it's a systemic thing. It's just a corrupt government in general at work. And it's kind of funny because when I lived there, it's like during election, that's let me just one of the examples of what I experienced with not necessarily SARS, but the police or just the government being corrupt in general. It's sad that we, in order to get help from the police, you kind of have to bribe them in the country to get a little bit of justice here and there. And it's usually those, obviously, who have the money to hire them or bribe them are able to get what they want. I know that during elections is one of the heaviest, tough times for people. And I know where on the parts that where I'm from, you're not, as a kid, you're not allowed to be outside during election times because you're prone to be, I don't know, kidnapped or murdered on the street just for, your local government supporting a particular person and whatnot. So it's kind of crazy to have that. It's a systemic thing that the government has been corrupt for so long. It's not just with SARS, but literally, this is one of the richest countries in all of Africa, but we literally have no electricity and the roads are bad. Like, electricity, I know, like NEPA literally never, when it comes, they'll still charge you for the entire month, even though you only got lights for a few days out of the entire month. So, yes, so I'm not going to be paying for something I'm not really receiving, but that's just how corrupt the system is. But what we don't really want with SARS is that we don't want performative activism. I understand that people are going on Twitter or just other social media attacking influencers for not, putting up a post or doing a shout out of, go support SARS. We don't want people to do that. I understand that there's power in numbers, but there's also, you need quantity. It's not just about quality. We see that all the time with Black Lives Matter, with people like just random ass companies coming up with their support Black Lives Matter, but when you look at their companies, they're not doing anything that is, beneficial to actual Black people. Like, they're just saying those things to save their own asses. Just sit back and pretend like, oh my god, no, we don't want our system, we don't want our company to go down, so obviously we're gonna post something that supports Black Lives Matter at the time. My question is, where were y'all like before 2020 protesting of Black Lives Matter? I mean, Black Lives Matter has been around for a while, so where have y'all been? And even after you posted all the things, what changes are you making in your company to support Black Lives Matter, if that makes sense? Or just Black people in general in the country. So that's what we don't want, that kind of performative activism with SARS. So if you're gonna support, just support on your own. Don't go out and try to, attack celebrities and influencers for not speaking out, because again, it goes back to, we always attack these people for when they speak out, we attack them. When they don't speak out, we attack them. It's like, you have to be on the same page. You have to be consistent with your attacks. Basically, that's just my take on it. Because I feel like it takes away the meaning of the actual activism that is going on, or the actual problem that is going on that we need to address. So focusing on what other people think is just, it's not a good idea. It's not a good start for something so serious as this. But it is good to always speak out in the presence of violence and prejudice and oppression like these. I just want to say that I am very proud of what the youth in Nigeria is currently doing. I see my cousins are out there right now, and I see a lot of support from the celebrities there and the ones that are actually living in the U.S. too. Although it's not as international as Black Lives Matter was when it first started before the lockdown, I'm still very much proud of the people for demanding justice the way they are doing it, and how they've already succeeded at first. So hopefully, there is more to come, and it's more blessings for them. Because I feel like the country deserves way better than what they're being given to right now. Well, that's all I have for this topic. If I get an update or if I see an update, I will try and make a video about it, make a part 2 or something. Until then, thank you so much for checking out this topic with me and checking out my channel in general. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you. Bye.